Hi, YouTube. I'm not a real YouTuber. I'm a newbie. Or I want to be, or I'm pretending I'm being, but wine. Anyway, wine. Topics to think about that I've been thinking about lately. Humor, funniness, comical genius, and general conversation. I don't have any original jokes. I don't have any original standardized shit that I say over and over again that's like my signature. What do I got? I mimic everything that I hear off of comedians that I really love and enjoy. I mean, I would do Jeff Dunham, but unfortunately I can't ventriloquize. Ventriloquote? Ventriloquize? Ventriloquize? I don't know. I can't ventriloquote Jeff Dunham, because I can't do that shit. I have to move my mouth when I speak, and I cannot project without actually having a vocal projector. I'm not that gifted. But more than half of his jokes are hilarious. I would love to say half the shit that he does with Peanut, but you need to have two people to have that conversation, otherwise it doesn't make jack shit. I mean, I could do Fluffy, but I do not have his portly history. Unfortunately, I've always been a skinny white girl. I'm not bragging through complaints. I swear I'm not. It's just the fact that his shit's funny as hell, but more than half of it's to do with weight, and I can't say it honestly, because then I have to laugh because I'm basically talking out of my ass. How the fuck am I supposed to quote the genius of Fluffy? Gabriel Iglesias, for those of you who do not know who Fluffy is, and if you don't, shame on you. Oh, shame upon you, shame upon your cow. Disney. Again, like I said, most of my jokes are coming from other people. I don't have anything original to come up with whenever I want to be funny. Sometimes I'm unintentionally funny, but that's because I quote people, me and my friends, which is a circle between the 20 people I usually hang out with during a week or so, not including classes or work or shit like that, versus like the 100 plus people I see in a month, maybe even 200 plus people I see in a month and actually spend time with. Not just classwork and not just doing that, but like spend time and say, hi, I haven't seen you in like 4 weeks, 4 months, I don't know. Hi, how are you doing? This is awkward shit. It's like that, you know? I mean, most recent thing that I've just noticed is that I'm continuously quoting Iliza Shlesinger. Schlesinger. You can tell I've been having too much wine. Hallelujah. Anyway, back to matter on hand is the fact that she's a brilliant comedian. I love her. Iliza Shlesinger, Freezing Hot. Look it up. If not that, then her other comedy special, War Paint. Either way, they're hilarious, they're wonderful, I love her, she's a goddess. I aspire to her greatness. I mean, if I were to quote her jokes, I would just have to cut out the goat things and it'd be like, yeah, hey, this is me as a human being. And it's hilarious. More than half the time, it's like we're trying to explain the greatness of this joke to outsiders, basically, who don't get it. I mean, trying to explain other people, Iliza Shlesinger, is like basically the supernatural fandom trying to explain why we're obsessed with Lucifer. People who get it, you know you get it. You know you get it. You do. Side note. But yeah, I mean, it's like that. For example, one of her standard jokes is whenever, like, pinning. How pinning is like a fucking hilarious thing for artsy people and artsy shit. But then it kind of devolves into the pinning spiral that basically goes about the bridal shower and bridal party Pinteresting of greatness. And then it's like, you know, blah, 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 ha, 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 I'm gonna win, I'm getting married before my sisters, blah, blah, blah. If you watch it, you'll understand. It's fucking hilarious in context. But we're explaining, me and my roommate, because we enjoy dick sometimes, not just the vagina, but, like, our lesbian friends, our full-on lesbian friends, like, fuck the dick, we don't want it. Not literally fuck the dick, that's apparently me and, like, my people's job. Bisexual, heterosexual, blah, 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 that section. But, like, my lesbian friends, who are like, you know, are saying, no dick, we're fine with the vagina, fuck all of you. They're like, so this is how straight people think? Is this really how straight people think? Because a lot of the stuff is like, a lot of the Iliza Shlesinger stuff is pretty heteronormative in general. But it's like, we're laughing like hell, because it's like, we've had this shit happen to us or our friends, and it's fucking hilarious. But like, that whole thing. But if you don't know the freaking reference, you don't know it. But it's like, I feel like I want to say these jokes. I mean, for example, like, I love Helsinki Bridge. I mean, who the fuck else knows besides people who watch this and DBZ Abridged and Pokemon Abridged and Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged will fucking know the reference? Bitches love cannons. I mean, for Christ's sake, I can quote Jan Valentine word for fucking word while 700 sheets into the wind just to prove a point to my friends after a long night. But it's like more than 75% of these jokes, you need to know the reference. Not many people know the reference. I mean, I know people and I hang out with people who don't know who Grave Robber is. I mean, tell me that isn't a travesty. It's just like half of my jokes go over people's heads and then I have to explain it and then it's not funny because if you have to take 5 to 15 minutes to explain the context of the story or the story is not the punchline but the joke that you said 5 to 15 minutes before, it's not going to end up funny anymore and then it kills the joke forever. Which is why it's like my limited pool of friendship is going to implode because I need to socialize, but at the same time I want to be funny, but no one else is gonna find me funny except for the people that I know in my selective pool. And I love my selective pool of peoples. I love my peoples. I'm not saying I don't. Just sometimes I would like to be able to say shit that's funny that isn't inherently racist, political, or sexist, because I feel like those are the only jokes besides, hi, something about the weather, or hi, something about fashion, which can be inherently sexist depending on the pattern or the style, or shit like that whenever you want to be funny. It's just, where is the funny where people, like, you know, it just makes me sad. Half the time when I want to be funny, I want to, like, actually speak to people and share in my very limited mimicry genius. And then it's like, no. Yeah, so sorry. Mini drunken rant of how I find myself so funny, but then I realized if I talk to actual viscerally normal, well, normal people that are considered societally normal, in comparison to me and my group of freak friends, because let's face it, let the freak flag fly. I let everything else fly, apparently, so it's like, meh. But yeah, you know, it's just one of those things that I've just been continuously noticing, and kind of how isolated it's getting. I don't want this to be serious. There's a reason why I'm drinking through this, and I drank before this. Why am I even doing this? Oh yeah, because I want to show something funny and hilarious on the internet. Why do I do this to myself? Because everyone else is doing it and I don't want to be left. Wow! What the fuck is this? Kindergarten or first grade? This is currently devolving into a whole nother topic. Okay, humor. Question, is there really any true humor that can be considered original without it having been basically a complete copy of an entire joke? To, I don't know, that you need to have a reference to really get it and to find the select people to find it. So is humor really as open as we're trying to consider it, or does it have to be something that's super selective so that you know you can find your people? But does that limit you? Does that limit me? Considering that every time I try to tell a joke that doesn't automatically refer to something, I feel like I have to turn to something that's inherently racist, sexist, or political, or dumb, or just inherently blah. I mean, I kind of feel like that's what we're stuck with if we don't copy other jokes that have kind of been proof positive of, hey, we put this on a comedy special, it's proof positive, everything is fine if you say this, and even more than half of that shit's like just so fucked up. It's like, what am I supposed to do, bro? Yes, I say bro. I even say it when I'm sober. I'm not just saying it because I'm slightly tipsy. But it's just one of those questions that's been rolling around in my head. The fuck am I supposed to do? Comments, questions, concerns, write them down. If you actually send them, I will read them because I got jack shit as of right now. Bye, YouTube. Please let me know if I should continue doing this or if I'm just going mad. If I am going mad, will that make you more interested? I don't fucking know. I'm just gonna eat my chicken nuggets and just sit in a corner with my wine. Food fell on me. At least it fell directly into my hand. It makes things a lot more fun. Okay. Click subscribe if you really can. I don't fucking know how YouTube works. I'm one of the most dullest members of the generation of the internet. The fact I don't know how the fuck to work YouTube. Click subscribe or just, comment and say how much I'm a fucking moron. I don't know. Bye!